Hey guys, it's Aaron and welcome back to the House of Aaron. Welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm excited to be with you guys on this Monday night. You guys, this is our third video of the day because I could not close the day out without doing a mini review on the Real Housewives of Potomac and the new episode that aired last night. I want to talk about how Gizelle and Karen basically spilled the beans on Robyn's engagement. We got to get into Ashley versus Candace and how Ashley is not letting anything go. And then we need to really get into Miss Robyn and how she was shading the hell out of Miss Karen and basically calling her old as hell. All right, we're going to talk about it all. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And let's get straight into the video. All right, you guys, so let's get straight into the meat and potatoes. First things first, I want to talk about how Gizelle and Karen ruined Robyn's engagement. So you guys know on last night's episode, the ladies were having lunch in Portugal, and kudos to the producers, kudos to the editors, kudos to everyone behind the scenes at the Real Housewives of Potomac, because I just think that they just produced a really good episode last night. Like, it was very entertaining. It was kind of light on drama, but yet it wasn't boring, okay? This is what you would call a really good filler episode. With that being said, Gizelle ruined Robyn's engagement while they were at lunch in Portugal. And you're probably wondering if you saw the show last night. Well, it was really Karen that, ruined it. All Karen was doing was stating the obvious, okay? She was stating what we were all thinking. Because, Gizelle, why would you take a Instagram reel or an Instagram boomerang or whatever the hell you caught yourself doing in front of the jewelry shop? Like, why would Gizelle be in front of a jewelry shop? We know Jamal isn't proposing to your ass. We know that you're not proposing to Jamal. Y'all really don't want each other. I mean, you probably want him, but he doesn't want you. And so we know that you're not at a jewelry shop for yourself. And so the only other logical thought is that Juan, Robyn's fiance or ex, or however you want to describe their relationship, probably took Gizelle ring shopping, which is what actually happened, right? And so I blame Gizelle for Robyn's engagement getting out there, because why did you have to make that video? Okay, why did you make that video? I felt like Gizelle did it to be messy. I felt like Gizelle did it to kind of put out a little hint. You get what I'm saying? And it backfired on her because Karen is just too smart for the antics, and she basically let it known like, girl, why is you at the jewelry shop? Okay, did Juan take you out shopping? And I would have to blame Karen as well, because even though Karen, yes, it was obvious seeing what Gizelle was doing, but at the same time, you did not have to make it be known. You did not have to announce that, right? You didn't have to put a megaphone to Gizelle's stupidity. And so I blame both Gizelle and Karen for ruining Juan and Robyn's upcoming proposal/engagement. So shame on the both of them. So during this same lunch, okay, this lunch was super long. This was the longest scene in the episode. We had this really awkward just encounter between Candice and Ashley. Candice was basically sharing with the ladies that, she has come around, she has evolved, she has matured, and she is now thinking about having a baby, all right? And so to be honest, I feel like the only reason why Candice has evolved and matured and kind of has a different tone to her this fast is because she got her ass beat, okay? She got her ass beat. She saw what Monique's hands could do, and she said, okay, I need to grow up real quick. Okay, I need to think before I speak, because we all know that Candace's mouth is reckless, and she admitted it on Watch What Happens Live. She said, I do hold myself accountable for having a reckless ass mouth. And so she is coming across as a lot more mature ever since Monique shifted that wig, okay? It was way more than a wig shift. It was actually like a complete 180. Her wig was just so discombobulated, it wasn't even funny. And so Ashley looks at her like, what? Okay, she clutches her diamonds like, let me shift my little necklace. She clutches her diamonds or her pearls, and she's like, what? Like, Candace now wants to have a family. She now wants to have kids. After last year, she gave me such a hard time for saying that I wanted to start a family. If you guys can remember, last year, Candace was getting on Ashley's, case because Ashley was basically saying, I want to start a family, but yet she was still drinking wine, she was still partying, she was still drinking, she was still living a single ass lifestyle. And Candace couldn't reconcile the fact that Ashley was still living a single lifestyle, but yet out of her mouth was saying how she want to have kids, right? Which was wrong for Candace to do. Candace should have minded her own business. Like, yikes. Candace, you was looking real pressed and real thirsty for a damn storyline last season. And so I totally understand why Ashley feels some type of way. But even after Candace was steady trying to diffuse the situation, she was steady trying to apologize, she was steady trying to be empathetic and understanding of where Ashley was coming from, Ashley still would not let it go, okay? Ashley, it's called the art of letting go. Elsa said it best, okay? Keisha Cole also taught a lesson on this. Let it go like Keisha Cole. You're holding on and harboring onto stuff, and you just need to release, okay? You need to release because we don't want to be rehashing the past. We don't want to go back into the future, okay, and fight about old stuff that has already happened. And not to mention, I was so here, okay? I was so here. And this is probably the only time, okay, the only time this season that I'm going to give Gizelle Messy Boots her props, okay, the Kenya Moore of the show, because she actually had something productive to say, even though it was still messy. But she was like, Ashley, you are so upset about what Candace did to you, but you were basically doing the same thing not too long ago to me and Robyn. And then Robyn chimed in and was like, yeah, girl, like, you was attacking my family and saying all this type of stuff. You weren't really mature. You really wasn't thinking how my words and my actions are going to affect other people's lives. And I was just like, you know what? Give it to us, the green-eyed bandits, for finally doing something right this season, okay? They have been getting on my nerves. They have been messy. They have just wreaked havoc on the whole season of Real Housewives of Potomac. But this, okay, this right here, they got right, okay? How Phaedra say, you got that right this time. The green-eyed bandits got that right. And I was just so happy how someone put Ashley in her place. At the same time, I want to echo what Karen said on the episode. Ashley has every right to her feelings, okay? We have to give Ashley her feelings. We can't tell her how to feel. We can't tell her to get over it. We can't tell her to, stay on it. Ashley has to process her stuff, okay, on her own. And it's going to take her some time. But I wish she would hurry the hell up and get over it, all right? Last but not least, I want to get into Miss Robyn Dixon because I just kind of felt like what she did on last night's episode was so wrong, okay? Robyn, I was just giving you your props for getting into Ashley's shit, okay? Checking Ashley when she need to be checked. But then you turned around and shade Karen so unnecessarily, and I just did not agree with it. So Gizelle and Robyn were talking, being messy, as they always are. And you guys know that they did the photo shoot for embezzlement, okay? Robyn's, hat line or whatnot called embezzlement. And messy. Okay, but anyways, you guys know that she did her hat line embezzlement. Okay, embellished. I'm sorry. Okay, it's called embellished. And she was basically saying that all of Karen's photos with the hats, they just didn't look good, okay? She said Karen was looking too old. She was looking too, senior citizen-ish. And the hat line is supposed to be new, young, fresh, and hip. And by the way, Robyn, anyone who uses the word hip is not hip. Just saying. But she basically shaded the hell out of Karen, talking about Karen is too old and she doesn't match the vibe of the hat line, which I thought was just kind of rude. Like, I understand that you want your business to be ran a certain way. You want your business to look a certain way, because I definitely feel the same about my projects and the things that I got going on. Like, I don't want anyone to be associated with my brand that's going to make it look less than how I want it to look, right? I mean, if you had your own business, I'm sure y'all would feel the same way. At the same time, you didn't have to go on national television and call Karen old as dirt and say that her image is too old and your brand is too young and too fresh for her. Like, I don't know. I just didn't agree with that. I just felt like you didn't have to have that conversation on camera, okay? And so this is just Robyn reaching, okay? She's reaching for a storyline, because have y'all noticed how Robyn is just really giving the girls something to really talk about this year? Like, she's actually giving us somewhat of a storyline. She's actually speaking her mind and is not as boring as how she usually is. So shout out to Robyn. She's really trying to save that champagne glass, because girl, we know you need it. Okay, we know you need it out of everybody on the show. Y'all love to clown Candace and how she is living off her mom and stuff like that. But Robyn, you might need to be living on your mom, because you have been in crisis ever since you got on the show. All right, it is what it is. I want to know what you guys think about last night's episode. I just had to come on here and give my thoughts, because it was just a lot going on, all right? But shout out to the Potomac Housewives for just giving us a good season and giving us some good content for us bloggers and stuff to talk about on YouTube. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys a little bit later. Love you, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.